This is my crock pot, and this is one head of cabbage cut up, and I just keep taking this thing that has like a meat tenderizer kind of end to it, but not maybe as defined as one. I forget what I bought this for. Anyway, I use this to mash down my sauerkraut, and I just keep each layer that I put on, I mash it. Now I've got the whole cabbage done, and I just keep mushing it. And on each layer I sprinkled some Morton's canning pickling salt, and I've probably added maybe 2 to 3 teaspoons for one head of cabbage. So I've been beating my cabbage, and I would say again probably 3 good teaspoons of salt. But what I'm doing, I'll put a towel underneath so it doesn't move, and I don't have a porcelain on ceramic here as I beat it. And what I do is taste a little bit of it as I go along, as I added the salt, and that to me gauges how salty it is, because you don't want to put too much salt in. I know I've made pickles, and with what it calls for in the recipe, sometimes it's been too salty, because the same pickling salt that I used on my sauerkraut is what I use on my pickles. So anyway, I just keep beating and beating this, because the more bruised it is, the more juice it makes, and that's what you want. You want that juice because we want it to cover. I saved some of the big leaves, so I'm going to try covering the top of this with the leaves, and I am splashing so I know I'm making lots of juice. And I've been probably beating this for 15 minutes. You don't have to do it that long. I just enjoy it, I guess. Anyway, then it's going to sit for a couple weeks on the counter, and then after that I'll put it in the fridge, and it'll keep for about a month. So I cut up what this is my then I cleaned out a jar by I had washed it, and then I just put some hot coffee water in it and swished it around. And now I'm going to put my sauerkraut and try to do this and film it. We'll see how that works out. I've got my little hoogie bob here that helps to make it not be so messy. You can see it really made a lot of juice on the bottom. I'm not sure how much this is gonna, I might have 2 quart jars versus 1. Yeah, pretty sure it's gonna make 2. And I'm gonna use this thing and stamp it in there, because I want it nice and packed down. But it's looking like sauerkraut. And again, I used about 3 heaping teaspoons of salt. It's the canning salt. Just about to the top, and that's where I'm going to hold off, I think, and get another jar ready. So what I did was I put a plastic bag to seal the top and put a ring around it, they have these little caps that go on with a hole that lets the gas out, because this will be making, it's sauerkraut, it's cabbage, it will be making, I don't know, a gas, methane maybe, I don't know. And so anyway, I think the plastic will keep the bacteria from growing. And I'll check it in 2 weeks, see how it is. If I like it, I'll put it in the refrigerator. And so 1 head of cabbage, about 3 heaping teaspoons of salt. But as you smash the cabbage, take a little pinch of the cabbage and taste it. If it feels like it's salty enough, don't add any more. If you think it needs some more salt, add some. I will check this in 2 weeks, and 1 cabbage makes 2 quarts. All right, we'll see how it is in 2 weeks.